All right, Bob Maloney from My MMA News, and I'm talking tonight to Andre Petroski. Andre's fighting in the main event coming up at Art of War 15 on Friday the 13th. Andre seems like he's been in camp all year fighting, taking a couple months and going right back in the cage. Andre, how you feeling? It's been like a whirlwind year for you.
Good, feel good. I'm excited to fight. It's been like I feel like I haven't gotten my fill of fighting this year. Obviously you want to finish fights in the first round, but I feel like I haven't got my fill of fighting yet.
Well, listen, like you said, you've been able to fight consecutively because you've been finishing your opponents so quickly. And we talked about, and you also had the grappling match, and we talked about, your style and what a powerful submission guy you are, even though, you have the wrestling. Do you when you're considering your opponents, talk to me about the Shedrick Goodridge. He has a lot more experience than you, but he's. Well, how do you see Shedrick? I mean, he's been around the game for a while. He has a lot of wins, but he has some losses. What did you think about when he was offered to you for this title fight?
So I had thrown out. I wanted a couple of the names in like the top 5 prospects for Pennsylvania, and they said no. So I said all right, and they presented me a name, and I said yes. That was kind of the way that worked. Yeah, he's fine. As long as he shows up and fights and brings a fight, that's all I ask for.
All right. Now, your camps have been pretty consistent. You've been working with your guys at 302 again, and Balance. Who's over there? Who's beating you up, or who you beating up? Same guys as usual?
Yeah, I was at 302 last night working with Steve in Trouble. They were giving me the business, trying to get me ready.
Now, how was it with you cutting weight through the holiday, Thanksgiving? It's got to be a little bit more difficult during that time of year because everybody's eating. And let's face it, sometimes the biggest battle is cutting weight. How'd you make out that way? Just laid off the carbs?
Honestly, I didn't change my diet at all yet, but I'm actually not bad right now. I'm under 200, so I'm in striking range. So I'm fine. I didn't see a need to watch what I ate over Thanksgiving. I still have, 10 days, and I'll be fine.
Awesome. Awesome. So what do you have scheduled? You got 10 days out from now. You said, what are you finished up with your heavy sparring? What's on your schedule leading up to the fight?
Really just solidifying the strategy without making it too in depth. I like to try to keep it as simple as possible, but coming up with a real simple game plan, being flexible with it, because you never know what's going to happen, but coming up with a pretty loose game plan, staying in shape, getting down to weight. I've done more cardio for this fight than I think I've done for any other fights, just because the last couple of fights I felt like if it would have went 3 rounds, I would have been tired. So I started doing a lot more cardio. Yeah, kind of pretty much done sparring. There's no need to be sparring at this point. Just hit some pads and get some wrestling in, and
Well, listen, since you've been finishing your guys so early, do you think you need a test? Do you think you need somebody, to put up a bigger fight to take you maybe the distance to just so you prove yourself that you can go to 3 full rounds, because you've been basically so dominant in your 3 fights, and I don't think you've really gotten even close to deep waters yet.
yeah. I mean, eventually, for sure, there's going to be someone that can stop my takedowns, that can strike with me, that can hang in jiu-jitsu, and that day's gonna come eventually. I wanna put on 5-round wars, see who's got more dog in them, see what, get those blue collar wins, but, I mean, I'm not complaining, man. I'm not
Now, hey,
complaining.
hey, listen, the object of the fight is to win. And you know what? If you can finish everybody in the first round,
Yeah.
that's the way it is. Get done, get out of there, get your check, and move on to the next fight. You know what I mean? Once again, I'm with Andre Petroski, man. This guy is, listen, I call him a blue chip prospect. He's 3-0 right now. And the sky's the limit for my man right here. I love watching him fight. I've gotten to call all 3 of his pro fights from cage side at Art of War, and he's fighting for the middleweight belt on Friday the 13th. Andre, thanks for giving me some time. Give some shout outs to your sponsors. I know you got that. You just showed me your beautiful daughter. Give some love out before we go.
Yeah. So most recently, the sponsors I picked up was Benny's Barbershop, the 420 Steam Fitters Union, and Crown and Feather Tattoo Shop. But the guys that have been with me all along are America's Pie, Landis Travel, Theraplay, Cryo Mist, Primal Nutrition. Another new one was Valkyrie Capital. Armor Seal's been with me, Make It Vapor, Harder Diamonds, and I actually just signed a deal with Club Risque for the after party.
Beautiful, beautiful. They're piling in. Hey, listen, everybody knows that the future is bright. I look forward to you doing your thing. I will see you at weigh-ins at the 2300 Arena, and best of luck to you in this next week, man. I know, I'm looking forward to you putting on another show, Andre. It's always a pleasure to talk to you.
Thanks a lot, Bob.
My pleasure, my man.